Hello, this is Lindsay. Welcome back to Nevermore Creations. This is a bonus video. Today was my Technique Tuesday video, and today's Tuesday, right? Yeah. Tomorrow is a junk journal with me Wednesday video, but I have these for sale, and it's also a design team project that I want to share with you. This is my design team project for August for Calico Collage using the digital collage kit called Shirley. Anne of Green Gables is definitely one of my favorite books and movies of all time. I think it is just right behind Charles Dickens and Jane Austen. L.M. Montgomery would be. So I did two journals. They are both 60 pages each. They're hardcover, but they're mini. And what I did, if you've ever played the game Scattergories or Scattergories Junior, the cover, or those Scattergory board, let me show you. I'm actually going to open this up and show you because I don't know if I am saying it clearly enough. This is the cover. I found them at Goodwill and I recovered them and repurposed them, and I love how they turned out. They're both fabric covered. And what I also wanted to show with doing both of these journals almost the same and doing both of them at the same time is that I only printed the kit once. I printed the complete kit, and then I just used some of them in one journal and some in the other, and it was plenty to do two journals. I'm just trying to show how much comes in one of Calico Collage's kits. There are only a few pieces out of the whole kit I didn't use, and I definitely could have tucked them in somewhere if I wanted to. So let's get right into it. These are listed in my Etsy shop, so if you click the link below, it'll take you right there. We're going to start with this one, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the inspiration as I go. I had this really pretty fabric, kind of upholstery fabric, but really pretty because I'm thinking about Anne and how she loved beautiful things, even though Marilla was a little more plain. And so there's this beautiful flower that I aged up a little bit, and it's kind of like a plastic resin type flower. And I thought that was something Anne would really love. And there's some lace here and a little button that says autograph. And then the closure, this just wraps around the flower, and there's a teeny little button at the end so you don't lose the end of the ribbon in the flower if you wind it up. So there's that. Here we go. Let's get into it. So I used this brown scrapbook paper for the inside, and then you'll see all of these papers are kit papers, and they're gorgeous. And then I printed on the back some various other papers. Here's a tag from the kit, and I backed it with coffee dyed paper and stamped on it. And then this is from the kit. These are all actually from the book, and I turned it into a pocket page, and inside there we have this journaling page from the kit that I backed with coffee dyed paper for extra journaling. And then I made this little flip down with some scrapbook paper and made that little tag there. This is from the kit, and it's a quote from the book. And this is also backed with coffee dyed paper. This is from a reprint of one of the McGuffey readers, a lesson about William Tell. And so, you know, Anne went to school. That was a big part of the first book. So I added that in here. Here's a little belly band, and here's Anne and Gilbert. And I backed it there and stamped on it. And then here is a journaling card from the kit as well. Of course, I have coffee dyed paper here in the kit and stamping, journaling page. If you're familiar, this is a journaling card. If you're familiar with the book, I don't have to explain everything to you. If not, you're probably not as interested in it anyway. I love how she put all of these little quotes from the book on different paper, and there's a button. This is just printed, I think this is Old Design Shop. I printed it on the back of the kit. And then here we have a tuck spot, and this is from the kit, a page flag from the kit. And then tuck spot here, a doily from Junk That Treasures. Beautiful kit pages, and then I printed this on the back. Kit page, and then I printed, these are old, this is a scan from an old recipe book, and you'll even see splatters of like grease and things about how to make vanilla cake, wedding cake, stuff like that. And that was actually one of the stories in the book, was her trying to bake, and so I thought that went well. Some stamping and a little flower. This is from, I think it's a 1909 catalog. It's a reprint, but Anne wanted puff sleeves, if you remember the story. So all sorts of puff sleeve shirts there. This is from the kit, and I turned it into a tuck spot and then added this stitched card in there. And then this beautiful page, I added this ribbon, and then this is a brooch, a cameo brooch, and that was inspired by Marilla's brooch. That's a big story in the book, in the movie. I love the quotes that she chose. Here's some Tim Holtz people, but in my mind, I'm thinking they're school children, maybe that Anne went to school with, and then can also be a big tuck spot. Up here, we have some lace and a fan, which I was thinking Aunt Josephine. So I put that up there. Love some of this coffee dyed paper. Another page flag, and that could be a tuck spot as well. And then I used this paint chip card with Succulent Garden and Vitality. I used this as a belly band, and then this Tim Holtz flower, and then some coffee dyed paper slipped in there to journal on. And then a journaling card from the kit, and that's backed with coffee dyed paper. Here's another pocket, and then I made a mini book. This is from the kit, this little cameo and everything. I did some stitching on it. And then there's just little pieces of paper from the kit and coffee dyed paper and thing in there. And there's from the kit a bunch of stamping. Another page flag from the kit. And then I put in this library card. This is actually from Old Design Shop. I just added it in, and then I wrote Ellen Montgomery and Anne of Green Gables. And so like you could put dates or whatever else you wanted. So that's this one. And then the second one here is also fabric covered with this really more of a plain kind of, not checkered, but striped pattern. And that was inspired by Marilla, because she was really plain. And while Anne wanted the beautiful and the puff sleeves, Marilla thought that was all too frivolous. So that's what that was inspired by. But then I added these beautiful pages from the kit, and they're sewn and glued on here. And here's Anne and Diana, I think, and some beautiful, and then this beautiful green trim. I think Sherry gave that to me, so thank you. And then here's from the kit as well, some brown lace closing it. Oh, and both of them have these metal book corners. Okay. So I chose this really plain background because to me this is something Marilla would have made a dress for Anne out of. Here's a little Anne, and you'll see her throughout here, but Calico Collage, she actually, I believe, designed that herself. So then on the backs of some of these, I have some basic flowers from the Graphics Fairy, but then we have the journaling pages from the kit and the page flag, and sorry, I was checking my lighting source there. See, here's the beautiful Anne that she made. Here's a little collage I did. And then that says enjoy. This is a page from the kit. And then I added some atlas map pages. And then you see New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, which of course that's where she was. So I thought that was awesome. Here's a little corner I cut out from one of the pages, and it says I am dreaming. And then here's some a journaling card, and then a tag from the kit, and I did some stamping on the back of that. And then this is some vintage music, and just the names and everything made me think of something maybe they would have sung in school. Here's an envelope from the kit that I just paper clipped on, and you can put whatever you want in the envelope. This beautiful, I think this is K & Company paper, and then I just did a paper ribbon down there. And then here's a little journaling card pocket with some music paper and a little, just journaling. Some little washi up there. More maps from Prince Edward Island in the area around there. There's a tuck spot. More quotes, beautiful quotes from the kit. I want to do a tutorial on this. This might be Tutorial Thursday. This giant shipping tag from Junk That Treasures. I folded it in half and made it this little pocket. Added this little tag from the kit. So I think I might do a tutorial on that. I'm kind of undecided about what the tutorial is going to be. It says date. I ripped this out of one of the pages and inked it and made a little tuck spot for journaling there. Here's a little chipboard sticker button with some thread. And then study, study, study. That was inspired by her schooling, and she became a teacher, of course. Beautiful. I got this in some Happy Mail somewhere, but it kind of reminded me of maybe some of the houses in Prince Edward Island. Here's a journaling card from the kit, and I backed it with that really plain paper. This is a Tim Holtz little person, but to me it kind of looked like the girls on the front, so I'm saying this is Diana, her best friend, and a little journaling piece of coffee dyed paper, and some stamping, and another tag from the kit that I stamped on the back. Music paper. Here's a paint chip card for Fresh Moss, and remember this day. There's a little collage, more maps from the area. Two friends are always together in spirit, and more of that plain paper, and then a little tag I made up there, some stamping. Another beautiful page from the kit. Here's a belly band with a tag from the kit, and I did some stamping, and I added a little Tim Holtz bow punch on the top there. Another journaling card from the kit, and I backed it with this really pretty bird and branch and nest paper. And we've come to the end. So here's the back pocket with a little tea-dyed tag in there. So I hope you enjoyed this flip through. I really enjoyed making them. I had so much inspiration. This was one of my favorite stories. If you've seen the old Megan Follows one or the new one on Netflix, I love the new one on Netflix. To me, it's a little bit more true to the book. I've read all the books, of course. But I just hope that you enjoy these and that you will check them out on Etsy if you're interested in purchasing one or both of them. They are ready to ship next day.